All right, guys, happy Thursday. Back for day 3 to finish this week up on the civil rights movement. All righty, so today we're talking about Edie Nixon and Johnny Carr. Edie Nixon was an American civil rights leader who is remembered by many as the father of the civil rights movement. So whereas we might think that Dr. Martin Luther King should be the father of the civil rights movement, Edie Nixon was in all of it before Dr. Martin Luther King was. This is a picture of Edie Nixon. He was the president of the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP when Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on the bus. He and the Durs, who were a white couple, put up the money to get Rosa out of jail. Here is a picture of Edie Nixon with Rosa Parks as they are going into the courthouse. Afterwards, he helped Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. organize the Montgomery Bus Boycott. For 13 months, thousands of African Americans in Montgomery rode bikes and horses. They formed carpools or walked to work instead of riding city buses. So they were boycotting riding the buses because of the way that Rosa Parks was treated when they made her give up her seat. For those of you who don't know, on buses, African Americans were made to sit in the back of the bus. And if there was a white person who boarded the bus and there was no seats, an African American was made to give up their seat. Rosa Parks did not want to give up her seat, and that is why she was arrested. Finally, a decision was made by the Supreme Court that forced the Montgomery Bus Company to accept integration. Integration means African American and whites, all races in the same place can be there, and the boycott came to an end. Mr. Nixon and Dr. King also created the Montgomery Improvement Association, or MIA. Mr. Nixon continued to fight for civil rights into the 1960s. All right, now we are talking about Johnny Carr. Johnny Carr was a young girl when she met her friend Rosa Parks at Montgomery Industrial School. This is a picture of Johnny Carr. When she grew up, Mrs. Carr cleaned and cooked for white families, and she later took a job selling insurance where she met her husband, Arlam Carr. The Carrs started working with the NAACP. There they met Edie Nixon, and they helped with the Montgomery Bus Boycott as well. Johnny also joined the Montgomery Improvement Association, the association that Dr. King and Mr. Nixon created, and she met and worked with Dr. King there. And then she also served as the president of the MIA for many years as well. Mrs. Carr was awarded the Roosevelt Freedom Medal for her tireless efforts, self-sacrifice, and outstanding contributions to the fight for civil rights for all Americans. And then in 2004, she also received the Rosa Parks Woman of Courage Award. All right, guys, that is it for today. That wraps up week 22, Civil Rights Movement. We are all finished. Tomorrow you do have your quiz. You do have a short assignment today. Make sure that you go back through all this information before tomorrow so that you are prepared for your quiz. Have a great day, guys. Have a wonderful Friday tomorrow and an awesome weekend. And I'll see you on Monday.